Diane and Princess Carolyn struggling but somehow being able to carry Bojack makes sense until you remember he is over 1,200 pounds. How the fuck did they lift him as dead weight? Are these two both secretly She-Hulk? It's nice how much effort they put into caring for him though. I also love finally continuing forward with the storyline. They do a great job of building up anticipation for this episode.
I had some constructive criticism about his play. I tried to compliment Sandwich by starting with some praise, but he passed out. Just goes to show, you never know how much time you have with someone. So you should always say the bad stuff first. Bojack, your play sucked!
Todd brutally misunderstanding both the play and this entire situation.
No reporters.
Bojack, it's okay. No one's gonna talk to any
reporters with questions about my good friend Bojack Horseman?
Incredibly hilarious and clever transition. I see Mr. Peanutbutter and the Banner Place still have their miscommunications. This one's kind of on PB though. What hashtags? I love even the outdoor platform or carpet, whatever this is, being a lazy Susan. Seems like a nightmare.
I'm thrilled to report our return from a prolonged New Mexican exodus. True, Max and I shared lodging to husband our expenditures, and true, too, we showered together one night when the tank broke down and the hot water was scarce.
I'm sorry, you what? Paige and Max are truly something else. The sheer chaos that Paige causes around her in the background. This bartender trooping through being tangled in the phone line to do his job. Does she bring this phone with her wherever she goes? There's no way Elefino has this.
What is the theme?
Pickles wanted small plates. Joey wanted Lazy Susans. And I wanted the theme to be my faces on the front of the menu. So we did all three.
I love how none of those are themes.
It's the perfect compromise because everybody got what they wanted and nobody had to compromise.
Great way through a silly side story to show the trouble with Mr. Peanutbutter and Pickles' attitude and how it affects their relationship.
And why is it called Elefino?
Elefino.
Well, if you don't know, hell if I know.
Excellent wordplay. Why do the waiters also have Lazy Susans? This restaurant is insanity. Also, this is the waiter from the episode where Princess Carolyn and Bojack argue in this same restaurant. He is comfortable being a waiter after all. He's not his job.
We'll know he broke your...
Adore the goofy sound effects.
But once we can tie down this bow person horse fellow to Sarah Lynn on the night of her death, we'll know he broke your... the final blow. The blow being not blow, but horse.
Paige Sinclair's wordplay continues to astound.
Do return my call. This is Paige Sinclair.
Ending the call with "This is Paige Sinclair" after that entire tirade as if it could have been literally anyone else.
You did nothing illegal, and even the not illegal thing you didn't even do.
Because it's not about the legality.
Diane's right. That story is super sketchy.
Oh shit, Diane. Say it louder for the people who try to excuse Bojack's actions. The audience needed to hear this.
New Mexico isn't the story.
What?
I'm just saying, if I tried to pitch that story, no one would publish it.
The tragedy of that reality.
Todd, earmuffs.
On it.
Bojack.
Ruthie in Todd's beanie as earmuffs is a level of cute I wasn't ready for. Also responsible given what this conversation is going to be about.
Tell us every bad thing you ever did.
This is gonna be a long night.
So, what can I tell you about Bojack? Nothing bad, though. It's gonna be a short night.
I love the juxtapositions between these two.
Your chair, Miss Sinclair.
Thanks, Mr. Banks.
Fun rhyming.
This shouldn't take more than a half hour, max.
Yes?
No, not you, Max.
Then who, Max?
No, Max. I'm talking to Mr. Peanutbutter.
No, you're talking to Max. I'm Mr. Peanutbutter.
Now I'm talking to Mr. Peanutbutter.
Glad we're all on the same page.
I beg your pardon?
Third base.
We have a sitch in the kitchen. It's dishwashers.
The way Joey Pogo speaks. I hate that they have large plates but just refuse to use them. Some great replacement cookbooks in the kitchen too, with a book about lazy food written by a sloth, and then 3 books with different jokes about small foods. Just truly excellent work with the animal puns on them.
Could I talk to you?
Again, all the food in the freezer is all mini-themed. So in-depth with these gags.
I love his music. He's my second favorite recording artist after lo-fi chill hop beats to study/relax to.
I love lo-fi chill hop beats to study/relax too.
Relatable.
But Joey Pogo's like your total opposite. He's arrogant, annoyingly cheerful, and fake nice. You are confident, refreshingly optimistic, and wryly sweet with an ironic self-aware edge that reads to some as inauthentic, but I recognize as archly sincere.
Great way to show 2 different perspectives on the same set of traits, and also heavily hint at where this side plot subplot is heading.
If we pivot our perspective so we prove a larger pattern, we can paint a clearer portrait of a problematic person for a page 1 profile that'll pave our path to a Pulitzer.
Paige, please!
Holy shit, the alliteration.
The rate we're going, we'll never file the story, you'll remain unmarried, and I'll be stuck bickering with you until the day I die.
Oh, poor baby.
They're also doing a good job of painting Paige's behavior and own patterns here, even though it's not really focused on her. She's stalling to spend more time here with Max because I think she truly does love him and her job, despite her insistence on being married away from it all.
Okay, let the cat out of the bag so my curiosity can kill it.
Great way to combine two common sayings.
They didn't even buy alcohol. Just a disco ball and some capes?
Fantastic critique of theater kids. I say this as someone who used to be one of them.
None of these are big stories.
Great list of Bojack's biggest misdemeanors. He even included some that I wouldn't have expected, like the taffy factory from Fish Out of Water or the lizard funeral from Free Churro. But I love the extra ones that we didn't know about so much too, like about him getting Radiohead. That's so egregious to him. It's up there among these other big mistakes.
What's the point of working on myself and getting sober and getting better if no matter what, there are people out there just waiting to tear me down?
Bojack, no.
No, it's not fair.
Bojack brings up a very common issue that people can come to about redemption, recovery, and being responsible for their past crimes, or even just being good at all. What is the point of it? What am I doing it for if I can still be hated, be tried for my crimes? Why be good if there's no reward, if other people are bad? I think it's why a lot of people believe in like the concept of heaven. It's comforting to think that there is a reward for that, but the truth is there's really no satisfying answer or reward concretely. You should be good because we should all want to be good to one another. We should have an innate desire to treat each other with kindness. That's what it means to be human, honestly. Bojack has a voice in his own head always telling him when he's doing something wrong, when he's making a mistake, when he is ruining a relationship. And every time he follows through with these mistakes, the voice gets louder, telling him everything that he's done wrong, repeating it over and over, which sinks him into his deep depression and self-loathing. When you do good, that voice gets quieter and quieter. That's the benefit, if you're looking for one. But the world is random, and just as it can be kind, it can be cruel. Doing good won't prevent anything bad from happening to you ever. But hey, it'll lighten the load for others. At least you will be working to make the world better, kinder, easier to live in. Todd adding to the list while Bojack wasn't looking.
Who are these reporters anyway? They're so perfect. I'll bet there's dirt on them that we could dig up.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that'll teach those bloodthirsty leeches what happens when they try to tear someone down over their past without even considering the possibility that he's changed.
I love everyone's reactions to Bojack sinking back into this mentality. It's all very apt for their characters. Princess Carolyn tries to guide him away from the vindictiveness, while Diane simply shakes her head, disappointed and tired. Todd begins to speak up to offer advice, but decides against it, having been through it too many times before, despite how much he wants to help here.
Have you changed?
Yes, obviously.
Because this feels like old Bojack.
An important question for Todd to bring up. It's moments like this that help you to realize as much progress as he's made, he's still working at it. He still is in progress, and he can't expect to be treated as some entirely different person, especially if he continually regresses to this point.
Directs plays that are emotionally resonant despite the glaring logical gaps in the plot.
It was a showcase of separate scenes. There was no plot.
Bojack's frustration here is a nice small bit of comedic relief, though.
Call me when new Bojack's back.
Call me when new Bojack's back is a hard-ass line with a great delivery by Aaron Paul.
So I just went out and bought 500 new ones.
Bedborough and beyond. The disappointment in his own greed.
Why would she fall for a dashing cad like Joey Pogo when she's already engaged to sweet, dependable, predictable, safe, boring, perfectly adequate Mr. Peanutbutter?
Thank you.
She only tolerates that other fellow because she has to, for work.
No, she loves him, though she'd never admit it, even to herself.
And what about the boy?
Sure, he puts up a front and picks a good fight, but to just once hear those stupid words, "I love you," tumble out of her foolish mouth would drop his heart down an elevator shaft and bounce it back up to his throat.
Putting the parallels between these two side romances right up under the microscope. It is not subtle.
They broke into my house together, like great friends do, and stole our clothes. Ask Diane. She never got that jacket back. But she was able to find another one shortly thereafter that looked exactly the same.
Addressing Diane's lack of jacket diversity. Not the underscore, because he's done this countless times. And once again, I love how many details they bring back on this other board, with the deer getting hit, the bounce house anecdote that he's mentioned, the feud with Daniel Radcliffe on Hollywood Stars and Celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. And of course, the very infamous sneezing on Marissa Tomei. This stupid key assonance is so good too. They just do gags everywhere they can. And I think this would be considered a win by most people now, Bojack. Also, Diane adding to the list herself is just so priceless. I love that she addresses her stolen scarf from Face of Depression, too. The fact that Bojack told Mr. Peanutbutter about Cry Ann, and we never even knew that that ever happened, really shows us how little perspective we have on these friendships as an audience member.
What night did I see Bojack with... Listen, I'd love to talk more, but, I cut my finger earlier in a bagel guillotine, and I think I require medical attention. Goodbye, bagel-tine.
Diane's awkward excuses are always so good. Damn, they got it fucking hot as hell in there while they were messing around. The ice is melted, and the ice cream too.
Can't even commit to a social media director.
Why not?
I'm just having a hard time finding someone who gets my brand, you know?
Sexy?
That's exactly right. You totally get me. All right. I'm headed to the airport now for another in a series of extravagant world tours all by myself. At least I'll have the empty seat next to me that I always book for extra comfort. I'll be at gate 6. I'm just saying this information out loud so I don't forget it.
Oh my god, this shit is so absurd and cliche. I love it.
The first thing I thought when I heard Sarah Lynn died, poor Bojack, that he had to find her like that.
That's right. Poor Bojack. That's the angle.
But then I kept thinking. I wish I didn't, but my stupid brain kept thinking.
Love the dichotomy between Princess Carolyn and Diane here. How Diane really cares about the act itself, while Princess Carolyn is kind of just trying to figure out the best angle for Bojack.
Did you give it to her?
Yes.
And then what? You just abandoned her?
No.
You just left her alone. An addict with heroin.
I didn't leave her. I was with her. I was with her the whole time. I was with her when she died.
Like, with her?
In the planetarium.
The soundtrack and effects that go with the dialogue and reveals in this scene do so much to add to the impact.
I left and came back and pretended I'd found her that way. I've never told anyone that.
That's really bad, Bojack.
Again, the reactions are so well done. Diane is suppressing anger at Bojack's actions, which were more shameful than she ever thought, while Princess Carolyn is horrified at the scale of responsibility, fearing it might be out of any explainable range for the public eye, and shocked that Bojack was even capable of this. She's unsure how they are going to move forward.
For Best Director, Horse Professor. That's me. No, okay. Thank you. I just want to say that I've loved being here with you this year. You've shown me the type of person I didn't know I wanted to be. And this semester, I got to be that person. Thank you. And I want you all to appreciate this time and how special it is and how fast it'll all go away. Please, cherish this. And I have my own superlative to announce. I am for the best actor or actress. Oh my God. It's an 8-way tie.
This might be my favorite shot in the entire show. This long, lingering, intimate depiction of Princess Carolyn and Diane's thinking about Bojack as a person and his now fully revealed past. The two most important women in his life. Their reactions to all parts of his speech are so telling. Diane begins frustrated with Bojack, angry at what he's done, and disappointed in him as a person, but seems to feel some pride and happiness for for him as he accepts his award. However, as he speaks about who he wants to be and how well he's been doing, she feels conflicted about whether or not he's fully changed, about whether he can be this person. There's a brief little smile when he thanks the class for helping him, but as he ends his speech asking them to appreciate their time here, she considers what's ahead for him, knowing that it will likely be difficult, and feels a bit sorry. On the other side, Princess Carolyn begins exhausted with the extent of Bojack's mistakes, and that they can't seem to find a path forward for him. But when he is awarded, she feels a little bit of relief, knowing that this could help his progress, and she is happy that Bojack feels at least semi-good about his position right now. As he continues on to thanking the students for allowing him to be this new person, she begins to feel sad once again, knowing that this period of improvement for Bojack could be coming to an end, and might come crashing down. Plus, both of their smirking at his dumb bit at the end is just super cute and a bit of a bittersweet end to this moment.
Okay, everyone, enjoy your party.
And then this just absolutely takes the wind out of your sails. God, this show's so good.
Did you notice my picture on the front of the menu?
Sure. I mean, that part I could take or leave, but the small plates and Lazy Susans work together perfectly.
The Lazy Susan and small plates continue to be great symbolic through lines for Joey, Pogo, and Pickle's relationship.
Exactly like dim sum, but with white people food, so it's more accessible.
Damn, that is some biting commentary.
Does your ex-wife regularly consume bagels?
Hey, why don't you two mind your own business? How about that?
Oh shit, this is the first time I'm going to do this, but I have to remove a point from this episode, as I just noticed Mr. Peanutbutter's stool vanish completely as soon as he gets up and then come back in the next shot. I mean, I'm no like CinemaSins or anything, but that's a pretty obvious one. I'm gonna have to remove a bitch.
In fact, he was with her in the planetarium when she overdosed. He actually gave her the heroin.
Oh?
Yeah, he told me that once when he was drunk.
This is a huge twist. I was honestly gagged that Peanutbutter knew about this.
Oh.
My. You know, I think our story is about as wrapped up as a mummy.
What?
I'd better hightail it to the office and put ink on paper.
Paige stopping the story out of fear is a very realistic decision.
But what about establishing a larger pattern of behavior? We still haven't heard back from the New Mexico girl or our contact at the rehabilitation clinic.
This is a really foreboding line, as the audience knows exactly who that would be.
Paige, I love you.
Oh, Max. Of course you do. Everybody does. I'm Paige Sinclair.
Tragic ending for Max, but I love the tiny silver lining that now that he's been honest about his feelings, he doesn't really feel as much an urge to drink anymore, and perhaps may begin recovery due to this heartbreak.
A statement about how sorry you are about certain parts of the story, but other parts of the story just aren't true.
No, you...
Then, in everyone's head, you've apologized for the really bad stuff without legally implicating yourself.
Does that work?
All the time.
More fantastic critique about Hollywood apologies and how phony they are.
Why are you telling him to lie?
Because this is good. This Bojack here is good. This is working, but it's so precarious.
This is great context behind Princess Carolyn's rather morally repugnant sounding plan. It does come from a place of care for Bojack rather than any sort of greed.
I think you should do the hard thing and be honest about everything. Things will get worse before they get better, but you won't have to spend the rest of your life waiting for the other shoe to drop.
But Diane is the one who gives the better, more difficult answer, of course.
Now, did you supply Sarah Lynn with the drugs found on her person?
No.
Oof. Hard to watch Bojack take the easy way out here, though.
I have a book to write.
Oh my God! They're all making out here! Go to your dorms! You have room!
Great ending to this little side set piece. Things got so serious, I honestly forgot about them.
And we'll plan the wedding when I get back?
Sure, Pickles. When you get back. Sounds like a good compromise.
Yeah?
Yeah, the best. Everyone gets what they want and no one had to compromise.
Oh my God, I gotta go. Okay, I love you.
Hey.
Thank you for everything.
Great line reading by Paul F. Tompkins. Can clearly hear the pain and disappointment in his voice. You can tell that he basically knows this is the end of their relationship.
This story has started an important conversation, and I look forward to continuing to work on my own progress. There's no way to not sound like bullshit.
Another excellent point. A lie sounds like a lie sounds like a lie.
I'm still here, Bojack.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a fool, I guess. And you were my first client. And one time you were drunk and you smiled at me and I said, what? And you said, I just like being in a room with you. You make rooms good.
You still do.
I have loved you for 25 years, and I never loved anyone better. That kind of love, you only get it when you're young and stupid. I'm not gonna get it again. And when I tell my daughter the story of the great love of my life, I want it to have a happy ending.
This is such a sweet monologue that gives you so much texture into Princess Carolyn's feelings toward Bojack and their relationship as a whole. She knows that they're not good together romantically and that they won't end up together as a couple, but he is still the greatest love of her life. And she still has so many fond memories of him, even after learning about all these transgressions. We don't know enough about their relationship, I think, to judge, but from Princess Carolyn's perspective, it seems like Bojack was a very positive figure at times in her life, despite the fact that they never ended up marrying one another. She also declares that she never feels that Bojack wasted her 30s. I think she genuinely enjoyed their time together. At the end of the day, she's always going to care about him. She is always going to want the best for him.
I've gone with you this far. In for a penny, in for a pound, right? Sunk costs and all that?
Yeah, sunk cost. The story's coming out Thursday. I don't think that we can get around this, or over this, or try to get under it. Diane is right. We need to go through it.
Bojack?
I need to take responsibility. I want to. So you can tell your daughter you helped me do the right thing.
But I enjoy that Bojack takes this idea of sunk cost and resolves that even though he's already sunk a lot into this lie, covering up his involvement with Sarah Lynn, lying to Paige Sinclair, it's time for him to call it quits and admit what he's done wrong. That alone is not a good enough reason to continue, and that Princess Carolyn deserves to be a loyal friend to someone who does the right thing. Small moment, but I enjoy Bojack taking a breath before he leaves this new life he's created behind forever, opening the door to new possibilities and closing it behind him, as he will never return to where he was just before this episode. If you enjoyed this video, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/PosiTVty. That's PosiTVty. There you get all of these videos before they come out on YouTube. You get to choose exactly what you want to see on the channel, and you get the unedited essays so you can hear all of my mistakes and the things I choose to edit out before I do so. But I appreciate all of the support you provide to me on YouTube as well. Any bit of engagement helps. Watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for all of it. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will see you for the next video. Please let me know what you think it should be. Bye-bye.